So, Sixth Sense Transport, which is funded by the EPSRC, is about exploring how more flexible interpretations of time and motion can be used to create carbon-reduced personal and freight transport options. Our lives are very much governed by fixed time schedules, with activities being aligned to school and work start and end times, public transport schedules, facility opening hours and deadlines. And the rise of the anytime 24-hour society has led to a real increase in our consumption of goods and services, but also the take-up of non-standard work schedules, for example people doing rotating shifts. So as a result we have a much more dynamic approach to activity planning, which leads to the constant hectic pace of life that many of us experience. Coupled to this is how laptops, smartphones, PDAs, etc. linked to social networking have revolutionised when, where and particularly how we go about communicating, both in work and at home, really softening our perception of time and space and allowing social relationships to revolve around the appreciation of the relativity of friends and colleagues in personal time. Under these circumstances, our trip-making behaviour to engage in these activities can be very, very complex, often favouring single occupancy car use over more carbon efficient alternatives, and resulting in our average travel distances increasing despite the fact that our time allocated to travel is remaining relatively consistent. So as a result, the car is highly compatible with our current scheduling patterns, and alternative modes of transport are often not even considered because they require additional cognitive effort, which can be just an extra hassle to us. So our research vision in this project is to really understand the extent to which behavioural change in transport habits and practices can be facilitated through the creation of a new form of transport network based on extending social networking principles to transport users and their individual vehicles. We're achieving this through the development of an innovative, open, extensible technical platform which will provide users with new ways of understanding the relationships between their own future transport plans and those of others. We think this could really revolutionise the process of decision making and travel behaviour, whether it be for the movement of people or things, by using social networking principles to create this visibility of potential transport options in time and space. So if we are better able to visualise the activity of other people and things, which could be other cars, buses, lorries, even items within a lorry that I may have ordered, relative to their immediate and future time schedules, and crucially the conditions under which those people and things might be willing to liaise and adapt, we might be able to realise more opportunistic and collaborative uses for transport resources, leading to a reduction in overall transport related carbon emissions. So Sixth Sense Transport provides a deep understanding of how multiple forms of temporality and spatiality influence our travel mode choices and the ways in which people and things might be willing to share certain personal travel information. So to help achieve this, we are using smartphone and tagging technologies to provide data feeds on activities and availability which are monitored through the platform. And so using these feeds, the platform will anticipate opportunities for connections that are then made visible to other users in the social network. We're experimenting in how potential users of the system might adapt, alter and potentially collaborate in their travel behaviour through this sixth sense, if you like, of potential transport options. And we're doing this through three specific case studies. The first is in tourism. So if you can imagine if your campsite that you were on or planning to visit had its own social network that you could join. You could post up your rough itinerary for the trips you were going to do in the week and also say what provisions you were going to need. For example, bacon, eggs, you'd maybe run out of toilet rolls. Other people from the campsite on the network could visualise this through using a Sixth Sense campsite app on their smartphone, which would link to information when your car number plate was scanned. You could visualise other campers' shopping and trip making needs even when out and about. In a similar way, the second case study relates to primary school travel. I've had many personal experiences where I've nearly been late collecting the kids from school, and a similar social network using various travel feeds, car tags, feeds from CCTV potentially, could help me visualise where other parents are in the school social network, who might be able to help me and have consented to share some of their travel information. So this could well lead to increased awareness of over time of potential lift sharing opportunities that I may well take up. The final case study is in the area of urban logistics, where we're looking at how individually tagged freight vehicles functioning as part of a freight social network can benefit from an understanding of the current and future delivery and collection schedules of others in the immediate neighbourhood. This spatial and temporal transparency of supply chain operations leads to opportunities for more efficient scheduling of deliveries and collections based on users' actual needs. Of real interest here is how the ability to browse the schedules of others in relation to the location of potentially available vehicles might positively encourage collaborative working and reduce freight vehicle impacts, particularly carbon related, in our urban centres. So that's it in a nutshell. If you want to find out more, please get in touch.